Oh, obviously, that you have to have seen my video that I was talking about him and that. I don't like that guy. I mean, I never make no videos about nobody, but I'm not gonna have someone come onto the internet and be telling young people in a time where it's the easiest to be successful. You see, he would say the other way around, like, oh, it's the most difficult time to be successful. I'm saying it's the most easiest time to be successful because now you've got more millionaires than ever before. And that's obviously due to social media and that. He is spreading the wrong message. Basically, I kept on seeing this video where he was saying, stop telling people all they need to do is become an entrepreneur and work hard. So I thought, you know what? Let me give him the benefit of the doubt. I went onto his page and I was looking for a video that would do him some justice. I'm not going to say the title of the video because I made a video about this and I ain't releasing it. Yeah? It's going to be on Patreon anyway. So I found the video, the one video that could have saved him. And he said, basically, you know, you need to have a rich dad in order to become rich. I'm like, is this guy serious? Now, obviously, I ain't rich. Yeah, I'm on the way to be rich, but I ain't rich. I don't have no rich dad. Furthermore, I don't even know my dad like that. I know his name, I know what he looks like, but I don't know my dad like that. So what is he talking about? If you have a big platform, it is your duty as a man, especially if you're from a working class background and that, to empower other young men, not tell them that you need a rich dad in order or you're effed. Crazy. And then people will say that people like Andrew Tate are bad when all he's trying to do is empower the youth as opposed to this guy. So that's my opinion on him. I don't like him because he is not empowering the youth. He is supposed to be standing there at the forefront saying, yo, I've come from a working class background. If I can, you can. There's two things wrong with this guy. The number one thing is, yeah, because he got rich during trading, it's gambling. Yeah, I know the trading guys are going to be on my case now, but trading is high class gambling, and gambling cannot be replicated. There's no formula, really and truly. Whereas, like for me, if someone say, oh, how can I make money or become somewhat successful from property? And I'll say, well, first of all, go to school, go to college, get yourself an education or a degree or whatever and that. Become self-employed, get a high-paying job, work as much hours under the sun on Saturdays, Sundays, whatever and that. Save your money, make investments in property, do that over a prolonged period of time, rinse and repeat. You'll be sitting on 10 properties over a 10 to 15-year period. Bam, you'll be somewhat successful. You don't have to be filthy rich. You don't have to be a millionaire. His way of becoming rich, being a trader, it cannot be replicated like that. There's no step-by-step process. So that's number one. Number two is because he's from a working class background, yeah, and this is all of us, yeah, this applies to all of us. If you become, and obviously he became a millionaire very young, like 23 years old. Do you know how much backlash he would have got? Yeah, he didn't just buy a few properties like JY's, because I still look broke. People wouldn't know I got money unless I told them, yeah. He didn't just buy a few properties like JY. He became a multi-millionaire at a young age. Do you know how much backlash he would have got? I speak about this in my videos all the time. When you start to grow and elevate and you start to make money, the people that are around you, they're gonna hate you for that. Goes for your mom, dad, brothers, sisters, uncles, neighbors, friends. So he probably feels guilty. Sorry? Oh yeah, of course, yeah. They will say he's lucky now, but yeah. So I feel like he feels guilty for being rich and successful because he's surrounded by a bunch of broke people, and that's what will happen. That's what happened. Broke people will make you feel guilty for becoming successful. Yeah, anyone that you leave behind, they won't like you for it. I've got this famous analogy. You got John, Paul, and Alan. All three of them earn 42 grand a year. All three of them drive a Ford, Skoda, or Toyota. All three of them live in a terraced house. But make one of them, make John, be promoted to manager or director and earn 120 grand a year. Make him start living in a detached house in a nicer area. Make him start driving a Mercedes E300. And watch the other two start talking about him behind his back. Oh, he don't want to hang around with us. We used to do Friday night pub. That was the ritual. Last Friday of every month. Now he can't make it. We ain't seen him for 4 months and that. Yeah, maybe because he's working more hours because he's got a higher job position. If you leave people behind or you start to grow, people don't like it. So that's what has happened with him. He's been made to feel guilty for becoming successful. So that's probably why he has that mentality, like, oh. Who? The people or yourself? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, some human beings, yeah, some people will feel like they don't deserve stuff as well, you know. Like, you know, I've had someone around me who was offered a job paying double and they turned it down, and they thought they turned down the 70k a year job, although they was earning 35 grand a year. They turned down the 70k job because God said it wasn't the right time. No, you felt like you was not good enough to earn 70 grand.
Well, you see, them what class are they? Because I started in a degree apprenticeship in it, so I work in an office and well, mix of office and site because I'm doing surveying. And the middle, like what I can tell the difference between middle class is that they kind of downplay both, like they're embarrassed about it. Like some people saying, like, oh, I always feel bad, this and that, but you feel like they don't deserve it. But I feel like that's because they don't value money as much because they've had it anyway, regardless.
Nah, I feel like you're just proving my point. They have to downplay their success because they feel guilty because you've got broke working class people around them. Do you know what? Yeah, it's funny. So I work obviously in council properties and that. So every now and then I will come across cleaners. And I actually came across a guy who used to lay carpet. It's a carpet fitter. And he said to me, do you know what? I didn't ask him about this. But he said to me, do you know what? You know some of them mansions and that where the millionaires live? They live fucking dirty, mate. And I just noticed, yeah, there's a little theme, a little trend going on. And you can understand, yeah, like Jay is a man that really analyzes and I take notes and that, obviously, innit? And I've been to a few cleaner people's houses and they're like, yeah, you know, some of the worst houses I've been to is them millionaires and that. And I'm just thinking like, why has this even come up in conversation? You're watching them too much. Yeah, I never asked you what their status was.